So the FT series from PARD, it's a thermal clip-on. It has 3 different uses. 1 as a clip-on, 2 as a dedicated scope. You just need to apply a mount to the bottom, such as an MT2 or the quick detach MT3. If you use the quick detach in particular, it can also be used as a handheld, or leave the mount off and naturally you can use it as a handheld. Or you attach the clip-on adapter. That just simply screws in. There's one there. One of the best things about this is actually to use it as a dedicated scope. You're going to get ballistics with the rangefinder, for one. It's a 3 power optic as well. It's tiny, which leads it to its other best use as a handheld. You can use it as a thermal handheld. Now, yes, that's not perfect with this hanging out the front, but I tell you what, I actually did it for years with a normal scope and it's not that bad. But the biggest thing of this is, you're not buying 2 devices, you're buying 1, and you're using it for both. Now most of the time you think about your glass scope. You use that at the end of the hunt when you found the animal, you use it for a couple of minutes, bang, it's all over. The handheld you use, like your binoculars, to find it all the time. Find the animal, clip it to your rifle scope, take the shot. 1 device. Actually really quite convenient and really good. Built-in ballistics. So simply range the animal once you've entered your ballistic profile, so your velocity and your BC and so forth, scope height. You're away. The aiming cross will turn up. Now I can tell you, I use subsonics primarily, including large caliber ones for large animals. All we use is the PARDs. The ballistics absolutely rock. Looking around the unit, there is a lens cap, laser rangefinder. If this was the digital version, there'd be an infrared torch here. You got your menu buttons here, nice and convenient. Battery, power buttons hidden back here, mount underneath. On the far side, place for an SD card for recording, so you can long press the center button and start recording video. Tiny. So this is the thermal. Now this is late in the afternoon. There's a lot of hot ground. It's summer here. It's been a hot windy day. Also lots of vegetation on the ground rotting. That's why you can see all the heat on the ground. It's actually vegetation. As you can see, this is what the thermal would look like. So, some differences between using as a clip-on or as a dedicated scope. Number 1, there is no ballistics. Yes, we have rangefinders. It doesn't matter which mode, and the rangefinder works in either mode. It does not show the aiming point in the clip-on mode. And you really wouldn't want it to, because as you zoom, you're changing the field of view of your scope. So if you've ever seen a little object and you zoom, you're looking past it, that object will come across the scope and disappear. So unless your rangefinding box and your aiming box is right in the center, it is going to move. So let's see how it shoots. Now as a quick point, I can optically zoom. No real point. All you're doing is looking into a TV screen. You're making the TV screen bigger, not the outside world. Your focus and your zoom is at the back. So you'll adjust your parallax, so you've got a nice clear image of the screen, and then your focus is actually at the front of the PARD. Let's get shooting. Right, so this was my point of aim. Bear in mind, it's a lot different magnification at 3.7 versus to the 3 to 18 of that rifle scope. These are all done about 12 power optical. So it's actually not too far different from the group. This rifle was not on the 0, it was always slightly left and down. So it's actually not too bad. Now in the menu, because if that scope isn't perfectly aligned with your scope, it will be looking somewhere else. So you can actually fine tune. If you did find your bullets went way over here, you can fine tune it back to where it is. So we're going to shoot 2 more shots after we take the unit off and on. So pull the pin out, rotate to the right, clean off, put it back on, pull the pin out, rotate it, it's locked. Right, let's go and see where those two went. So we're shooting at the same place, shooting here. Here's the extra bullets, just up in here, makes you really close together. Look, that's not match ammunition either, can't get any. So it's just Winchester subsonic. As you can see, these are the other groups done with optical scopes. Winchester match, not so match. Again, these were taken about 12 power optically versus the PARD zone optic. So not too bad for hunting.